Folks, the pre-construction space, it's looking scary right now. I'll get into that, and then the latest home prices and insights for condos across the GTA for week ending August 28th, 2024. I speak to a lot of different condo sellers, condo buyers. One of the groups that seems to be having, I'm not going to say the most trouble, but it's right up top, are the buyers that purchase pre-construction and they're closing around now or about to close. They have a tough time. Many of them, because of how prices are and how interest rates have gone up since when they purchased years ago, they just can't close. And it's difficult. They risk quite a bit in not being able to close on their contracts. And up until now, we've been hearing how, builders are tough and they're going to come after you and you can't get out of it. But over the last few days, I was speaking with some friends of mine that are very involved in the condo construction business. And they're telling me about a builder that is actually helping some of their buyers, the ones that are having difficult time closing. Now there are some, the way the builder's looking at this is this is the way I was explained. If somebody purchased their condos as an investment, and there's many investors that have purchased multiple units, this builder is in no way interested in helping the investor buyers out. The builder's attitude is you bought it as an investment, just like you'd buy stocks. Price goes up, price goes down. It's a gamble. That's the risk you take when you invest. So the builder's not in any way trying to even consider helping those people, the investors. But if you bought one of their condos as a personal, I'm going to be living there as an end user, the builder's actually looking at ways and trying to come up with solutions to help these buyers close. It's not something you hear often, but it is something that this builder's doing. And all I could say, I guess, is this. If you're in that situation and you're having a difficult time closing, if you're, closing now or about to close on your pre-construction purchase, and it's difficult and you can't, don't write off the builder as a possible solution. Speak with them. And maybe you tried months ago to speak with the builder and they said no. Well, things change, and maybe go back to the builder and maybe they have a different, mindset now compared to what they had several months ago. You never know. The builder could be there to help, because if you're closing it, it's also good for the builder. You never know. The builder could be there to help you. I know this one builder that is. We don't know how many are out there prepared to help you. If you think this video can help somebody you know, please pass it along. If you want to speak with me about your real estate situation, it's really simple. Up here, there's a link to my calendar. Below this video in the description, there's a link to my calendar. Click on that, book a time that's convenient for you, and we'll talk about whatever's on your mind. Now, let's get into the numbers. Here we go, folks. Condos for the GTA. We're going to be focused on condo prices in the Peel region, York region, and the city of Toronto. These are average sold prices I have on the board here for 3 months. Now, almost in every week, the city of Toronto average sold price for condos is the highest of anywhere else. This week, York region's a little bit higher than the city of Toronto. But usually, city of Toronto, top dog. We're going to start off with city of Toronto condos for week ending August 28th. 152 condos were sold. 9 of those were at $1 million or more. Sales overall have been trending down, which is kind of normal this time of year, for especially July and August. And there's a lot of hope being put in the fall season where we traditionally, seasonally see an uptick. So let's see what happens there. But let's look at this for a second. We said sales have been trending down. Average sold price for week ending August 28th, $654,000. It is up a bit from the previous week. However, if we look at just August sales, average sold price, not sales, sorry, average sold price has been plummeting. Compared to last year, 654 is 8% lower than where we were this time a year ago. The median price is also 8% lower. The dotted line, that's a 4-week moving average. I have 3 months on the board here. The first half of the 3 months, yeah, it's trending down, but not by much. But the second half of the 3 months, you could see the 4-week moving average really starting to come down. 152 were sold, 22% sold at list price or more. Listings have been trending down. 488 condos were listed for week ending August 28th. We were listing 800, 900. There's June 12th, 1,100 were listed. But this week, August 28th, 488. Active listings also has come down. If we just look at the beginning of August to where we are now, the end of August, active listings have come down by 543. So sales are down, listings are down, active listings are down. Months of inventory, it's up from the previous week. The previous few weeks, it's now sitting at 7.8 months of inventory. Pretty much, no matter how you look at it, it's a buyer's market when it comes to condos. That's the whole city, though. Let's look at condos broken down into the 9 different parts, what I would consider the 9 different sections of the city of Toronto. So overall, 7.8 months of inventory. Let me bring your attention to a couple of sections here. So we have Scarborough. 22 condos were sold. Months of inventory is 5.7. So 7.8, 5.7. It's quite a bit of a difference there in months of inventory and the level of activity there. Etobicoke, 28 condos were sold. Months of inventory sitting at 4.4. Not many were sold. Only 11% sold at list price or more. But 4.4, big difference to 7.8 months of inventory. But 7.8, again, it's the whole city averaged out. Let's look at downtown. Months of inventory downtown is 11.6. That's high. That's almost a year. If we round, that'll be 12 months of inventory. It's a year. It basically means if we take all the condos that are available for sale, at the current rate that we're actually selling condos, it'll take a year to buy or to sell every condo that's available for sale right now. 36 were sold last week for week ending August 28th. There are, though, 1,803 available for sale. Think about that. 1,803. This is just downtown Toronto. 1,803 available for sale, only 36 sold. Average or rounded, 2% of the condos available for sale actually sold last week just for downtown Toronto. Let's look at York Region condos. 32 condos were sold. 2 of those were at $1 million or more. Average sold price is $668,000. Average price in condos in York Region, if we kind of go back to the middle, say, of June, looks like prices are trending up. I know it's hard to believe because there's so many for sale, but it looks like prices are trending up when it comes to condos. Now, a big reason for that is it's more of the larger condos that are selling, and the larger condos tend to have more of a higher price point. When I say larger, more livable type condos versus the really smaller ones that are less expensive. Compared to last year, 668, 6% lower than where we were a year ago. The median price is 9% lower. When we look at the dotted line here, the 4-week moving average, it does show that average price looks like it's trending up, but median price seems to be trending down. 32 were sold, 22% sold at list price or more. 88 were listed. That's way lower than what we've been listing the months heading up to August 28th or the weeks heading up to August 28th. Active listings lower than where we were at the beginning of the month. Months of inventory up a little bit from the previous week. We're now sitting at 6.3 months of inventory. That's been trending up. Here's Peel region condos. 31 condos were sold. One of those was at $1 million or more. Average sold price, it did shoot up from the previous week to 604, but for a while we were hovering just under 600,000 as an average price. But right now we're at 600. Did I say 604? I should have said 614 is the average price for condos in Peel region. Rounded to 0% change over where the price was a year ago. The median price is 7% lower. The dotted line, it's a little bit all over the place, the moving average. Overall, prices are trending down. 31 were sold, only 10% sold at list price or more. Listings trending down, active listings also trending down. Months of inventory down from the previous week, it's sitting at 6 months of inventory, but overall trending up. When we look at the months of inventory, in summary, every section, City of Toronto, York region, Peel region, condos, all way above the 5 months of inventory. Now, above 5 months of inventory, we say it's a buyer's market. Well, we're well into the buyer's market territory right now, and that's really what you're going to expect when it comes to condos. There are a few exceptions, certain buildings or certain size condos or certain layouts. It could be a corner unit with a view, certain exceptions, but overall, pretty much a buyer's market when it comes to condos across the GTA. Thanks for watching. Have an awesome day.